All right, we in there. We live.
What you want to know?
No, I'ma do me, little nigga, do you? They don't make real nigga like they used to. Cocky so bad, Bruce, keep a bad bitch.
All right, so first, we gotta start with your name.
Leak.
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 Where'd that come from?
Leak. Well, see, where it comes from is exactly where it originated from. It's leak. And it's not going to be anything more than less, than more than it's leak.
Where you coming from?
You know where I'm coming from. Stone Mountain. Stone Mountain to be exact. Redan Road.
Got put on. Okay. And like, how long have you been in music?
Let me think about when my daughter was born. About 18 years now.
And is that what sparked?
Yes. She used to cry a lot. But when I played that piano, she stopped crying.
What song did you play?
This song by Akon. Akon is A Moment Ago, it seemed it was yesterday. That song, whatever the hell that song was.
And so that's the song that got you started in music and got Baby Girl quiet.
Yes, yes, absolutely.
Okay. Now, what would you say is the biggest difference between music when you first started versus now?
It became more serious now. As in, it's more of a business. It's more of a, I gotta get this done. I gotta get the job done. So from then, I felt like it was more fun, but now it's more like, get the job. You know what rhymes with that.
How did you, what confirmed that you should like keep going with this? Like, was there a moment that happened? Was it some feedback that you got?
Well, the feedback was, it was more like a self looking at yourself in the mirror. I didn't really need a feedback. I didn't need nobody to tell me what I need to do. I didn't need nobody to tell me that I was supposed to be in music. I wanted that myself. I wanted that because I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna do everything I gotta do. And I'm gonna make sure it gets done.
So you mentioned you play the piano. Do you make beats? Do you do produce?
Do I?
Who are your other musical inspirations?
Cap. C-A-P. Cap. Cap is, I started off not knowing that you can actually be like something in your life. So there was this one time that I can pinpoint. And I remember being in a yellow bus, must be the truth. I remember being in a bus and listening to this song called Do the Heisman. So Cap made it very possible to where it's like you can actually do something and it's possible. Like, yeah.
Now, right now, what do you think is missing from music? Do you think that, let's talk about rap, there's always a debate between lyrics versus just kind of feeling the vibes. Do you have a place on there? Do you have a say-so? Do you got an insight on to what you think? Are we missing lyrics?
I am music. So whatever I choose to do with music is what it's gonna be. Period.
If you could do a feature with any artist, dead or alive, who would it be?
Andre. Mr. Three Stacks. Mr. Three Stacks is the best. Mr. Three Stacks, he's so good to where he's not gonna make another album for, the world. He's gonna make an album when he wants to. So I appreciate the fact that the artistry of himself, Mr. Three Stacks, he controls his own destiny.
And where would you like to see yourself in music?
In music, Where would music like to see me?
So it sounds like your person and your music are the same.
Right.
Right. Okay. How do you maintain that same, when people say keep that same energy, how do you maintain that?
Shit, that's a hell of a question. But I can answer it.
Take your time.
I can answer it.
Okay.
How? I don't believe that there's a way that you can answer that when it comes to how. I believe it's more of a when. I believe it's more of it's you. It's in you, as you. And it's not going to change. So when you choose to do something, when you choose to do music, just say music for instance, right? That's it. Once you put your foot in there, there's nothing else you can do.
Outside of music, who is Leak?
Outside of music, who is Leak? Malik. Malik Jabari. Clendenin. I am the son, the youngest of two older ones. Which who you play for? You know, yeah, I play football together, like Jared, and you know.
I played against him. I ain't played. Well, nah, he was older. I never really had to go against him.
That's a good
But
thing.
I seen what I know what he did.
Yeah, that's a good thing.
I
That's
know
a good
exactly what happened.
Yes, that's a good thing.
I was too young to get in there, so I
Okay.
saw what got to happen.
Okay. So me being the youngest of these not just great people, great brothers.
Was that a lot of pressure?
No pressure at all. None. It was more so of looking myself in the mirror and then looking at them and then it's like, what's a mirror? Because it's like we all the same. So they actually paved the way for, the youngin', which is Malik. Leak, what they call him.
What does support look like for you?
Support?
Okay, if somebody never buys a tape, they never buy a ticket to your show, they never buy merchandise, is it good enough that they just listen to your music?
It's only good enough when I want it to be exactly where I want it to be. So, for instance, support is always good when you actually look at what support is. So, if somebody actually loves what you do, they're gonna show you exactly who they are.
What song would you suggest that I listen to?
I would suggest you listen to this song called Unusual. It's by this guy I know. His name is Lee. And the way this song came about, a boot, if you're from Canada. The way this song came. So it was me and this guy named HEADz, which y'all will probably see in a later interview. And he started making this beat. I didn't understand it. I didn't write the song. I'm just a performer. But it was probably one of the, not probably, it's only two songs, Energy and Unusual, which I will be nominated for a Grammy on each and every two songs that I'm talking about. You see what I'm saying?
So when you are, is it somebody brings you a beat? Do you start saying stuff in your head? Do y'all just kind of get in the room and just start playing around? Like, what's the process like to start creating? What's that look like for you?
Well, see, the process is more so like, you know how your studio is, right? It's a little room. And all you got is this little room. And you just make it. So the process is not really a process. It's more so of a love thing. It's more so of a, all right, we got this one chance. We got this one. This is all we got. So this is what we got to do. So the process is not really a process. It's more so of, what do you call that? Divine intervention? Yeah. Is that what you call it?
I think so.
That's what it is.
Every time y'all link up, it's divine intervention.
Every time.
Okay.
It doesn't fail.
And so when you take your music from recording to a performance, is there a difference?
No. Because once we take it there and we know it's there, what would be different about it?
What would make me want to go to a leak show?
The same thing that make us want to be here right now. If anything, what would make you, what would possibly, just hypothetically speaking, what would make you want to come to a leak show? The fact that it's not just a leak show. It's going to show you everything what leak has done.
Straight up. Do you get real friendly with the crowds, or you know, what's the?
I'm glad you asked. Do I get real friendly with the crowd? No, the crowd gets friendly with me. So what I do is just show exactly what I want to be shown at that very moment. I want you to look at me dead in my eyes. Like that, and I make it happen.
How do you define success in music?
Love.
And where does love come from? What do you mean by that?
Exactly what. Well, see, the way I feel what love is, must be the truth. The way I feel what love is exactly the meaning that you don't know what it is, but you know how it feels when you're feeling it. I'm gonna tell you what love is. Sitting right here. Love is being exactly what you want to be. Love is exactly what you can't see. Love is who you are. Love is who I am. Love is us. So is love a definition? Is it a question? Is it a term? Is it a terminology? No. Love is exactly what you're looking at.
Okay.
Hello.
Where can we find your music?
At One Leak. Everything One Leak. You can Google the number 1, L-E-A-K. Everything is One Leak.
Apple, Spotify,
Everything.
Everything. Straight, okay.
I want to give a big, huge, humongous shout out. Matter of fact, fuck that. Big shout out to HEADz Radio. Y'all know what the fuck's going on. It's Young Leak. Do you?